Hi everyone and welcome back to some Black Ops Cold War. We are looking at the game in theater mode. This was a hardpoint game I played on Nuketown, and yeah, it's not a very good gameplay, it's not a very bad gameplay, it's pretty much what you do expect having skill-based matchmaking, right? So I want to give you my thoughts, I want to give you my impressions on skill-based matchmaking on this game. Do I think it's very strong? It depends, honestly. It's definitely there. You can feel it. Every single match, almost every single match, feels like you have to play your best, right? That is what skill-based matchmaking really does to me. Personally, that is how I feel that there is skill-based matchmaking, because I always feel like I play against me, right? It's just during playing, I'm like, oh my god, this dude is just like jumping around every corner. He drop shots me, he slide cancels, head glitches, all stuff I do as well, right? It just really shows you a lot of your own playstyle as well. Are you pushing lots? Are you like in their spawn, try and do damage and stuff? And yeah, I do play like that. I do realize that I am looking into a mirror when I do rage and complain about my enemies. It's that's the fun point of view, I guess, right? Yeah, you do rage about these deaths where you just think, oh my god, this guy. Oh, I went to the baby AK. All right. Yeah, this guy is sweating so hard, only to realize that you are sweating your butt off as well, right? That is honestly just how it goes, right? But I think there is a place for skill-based matchmaking, and that is a ranked playlist, right? Where you have to play for a rank. Let's take Black Ops 2 League mode for example, right? A lot of players were eager to reach that highest rank there and to work towards that, or play with a team, like a 4-man party, or I think it was 4v4 in Black Ops 2 if I remember correctly, right? Was it 5v5? I honestly don't remember. I thought it was 4v4, but that doesn't matter too much, right? Let's just say you had your full party and you were playing for the win, right? You were using everything. You were using the strongest gun, the tactics that were most effective, right? You were sitting in those head glitches. You were like playing it like a competitive game. For example, CS:GO, right? That game at its core is meant for competitive play, and you see that in the maps, in the guns, in the tactics. You see that how people communicate, even in public matchmaking, right? Almost everybody is there to win. Yes, you do have your occasional game where you're just trolling around and you're having fun. If you find some random teammates who are just like, dude, I really don't care about the win today, I just want to have some fun, right? Usually that results in a win though, because you often have weaker enemies at that point, right? But the point that I want to bring across is you play with those guys, you have fun, and normally that was something we had in COD, right? Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, even MW3, you were just hopping in. Sometimes with your friends. I did play a lot of it solo though, that was just the way I liked to play. That's just a personal thing, right? I really love to play free-for-all, which I haven't touched in Cold War, which I definitely need to check out. Free-for-all is a great way to improve your reaction and your aim and your consistency in movement and stuff. So I will jump into that. But that all goes to show, like, I played this game with one friend in the party. We were playing on crossplay, since he was playing on PS4, and we said, you know what, we will just hop in together, check out Nuketown together, and see how it goes, right? And we both felt the sweat in the lobby. We both did. We did okay though, we did okay, right? The thing that I mentioned is, like, every single game feels the same for me, right? That is the biggest point in skill-based matchmaking. You can't just chill, can't just put your feet up and relax and just have a fun game and don't care about what happens, right? Partially that's our own fault, of course, right? We want to win, we want to do well, everybody wants that, right? We don't jump into the game and just think, okay, I will let the enemy completely destroy me. That's not how it works most of the time, right? But when I think back to like the old days of COD, where I was the biggest noob, right? I didn't know how spawns really work, how you would play domination, how you would play these modes to their full potential, how I could maximize my my own skill, or how I should train my skill, how to get better and stuff. And I went from my 0.3 KD I had in the beginning to a 0.9, right? Progressed further, got a 1.2, was really happy, and that's why 1.2 is always my goal, right? That is 20% better than the average person. The average person is expected to have a 1 KD, right? Now, that is where skill-based matchmaking comes into play. If you play enemies that are much stronger than you, you obviously will not be able to maintain that 1 KD, right? If there is a slight skill gap, yes, it does push you over your limits, it makes you better. The thing is, you don't have that steep progression curve, right? You get better slowly over time. You don't face off against someone who just picks you apart, tears you apart every single gunfight you face them. But you also don't get that awesome feeling when you finally take this guy down. And 2 weeks later you face him again because you added him, because you thought like, okay, I want to learn from this guy. And you played against him many times. That's another problem of this game, right? The lobbies that are disbanding. You don't get that. You can't fight against the same guy over and over again. Learn how he's playing, find his weaknesses, find out his strengths too. Watch the demo of that game and see what he was doing. That was stuff I did a lot in Black Ops 2, right? We don't get that here. I play against a guy and I just feel like, yeah, okay, he's doing the same stuff that I do. He is getting the kill. Next time I will get the kill. It doesn't really... There we go, I switched to the Creek. And I was aiming at my teammate's chopper there. I was like, huh? Oh no, it's friendly. But yeah, I mean, it just makes every single game feel the same. That is really the only point that skill-based matchmaking is bringing to the table. It makes me feel like I'm playing the same lobby over and over again, but it's not the same lobby. I can't adapt to the people in the lobby because after one game the probability for me to see them again, especially on crossplay, is so low. When I was playing without crossplay, I had like 3 guys that were always either with or against me for a period of like 2 hours of playing, right? And we were facing against each other. And then we were on the same team, we were talking to one another, we were like, hey guys, how do you feel about that? How do you feel? Or how do you, how is this happening? How do you feel about that? Can you sense the skill-based matchmaking? How do you think are your enemies playing? Is there a difference between now and back in the day? Which obviously there is a difference, right? People are always getting better from game to game. That's how it is, right? Your enemies will always get stronger, so you yourself have to push yourself as well. And I don't have anything against that, right? I think it's awesome to play against better players, but not all the time like the same skill level as you, because at that point it often becomes a gamble as well. Who has the better connection? Who has like the peeker's advantage, for example? Who peeks into who first? Who? I I don't feel like the gunfights are often like aim-on-aim duels. It's more like who sees who first, and if you manage to keep your shots on target, you will win that gunfight. Doesn't really matter. If you start missing, which I do a lot lately, I have a really big problem with my mouse hand at the moment. I think something's really off there. I probably should see a doctor about it, but I'm just cooling my hand and warming it from time to time, so I can really just get the pain and numbness out of it. I don't know what it is, guys. I think I just play too much, which is kind of bad. But yeah, yeah. So as I said, that's pretty much the only problem I really feel is like every single game feels like, no, you can't relax, you have to play your hardest. As you can see here, sliding in, ducking into cover, jumping out, jump shot, drop shot, slide, whatever it takes to surprise your enemy and take him down. Everything, every tactic, I have to use it to my fullest. And there is a good example. He saw me first, killed me first. That's how it should work, right? Right? If he would have started missing his shots like I did there, I would have had a chance, but he didn't, so yeah. Yeah, so overall it does tear a little bit on me. I don't know, it really just peppers it on a little bit. Overall though, I have fun in the game, I still enjoy it, and there is definitely room to improve. Don't forget, this game is only out for 2 or 3 weeks now, so yeah, it will. I'm pretty sure it will change again pretty soon, which is okay, right? So yeah, all in all, it's fun, but it's also very exhausting. Thanks to the skill-based matchmaking, right? Honestly, I'm completely torn out after a couple of hours of playing. It's not like back in the days you could just hop in and chill and you were good, you were alright, everything was okay. But yeah, the game is over. As you can see, my score was 55 to 27 with 8 objective kills and 99 seconds on the hardpoint, which was not the best, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I think skill-based matching doesn't belong into the public game mode. I think it should be in league play for sure. That's where it belongs, where it is competitive. That's where this needs to be. I don't think we need that in public games. I can understand where it's coming from. I can see what Activision wants to achieve with this, but I hate it, and that's my honest opinion on it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.